Okay, so God, it is 4:27, but it is April 27th, 2026. It is 5:18 in the morning. I haven't slept. But uh maybe maybe 45 minutes ago I decided to do a sex act. I say that to say that I say that to say that. Um Maybe half an hour later or maybe like 15 minutes ago, at least two boys or two college students. I don't know if they're from the college or if they're from the high school, because I don't know like if it's too early for them to like do sports, like practice at high school or whatever. But they drove past my house and again they taunted me, basically because I did the sex act. Again, these are probably the same boys or students. Basically, like I don't know if they're from the high school or if they're from the college, but they're the same ones who stopped at my door and started, or not my door, my window. They stopped at the street where my window is facing, the part of the street where my window is facing, and they yelled "fuck" over and over again. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I know at the end of the day, those males are basically going to end up being rapists because they think I'm a slut. They think they can treat me however the fuck they want, and that they can basically, you know, like they have that mentality of, if you're a slut, then we could like, like again, it's like, these people, like I said, like they want to fucking rape me. Like these people want to fucking rape me. Like they don't want to. They want to make me feel like horrible about myself when I have like when I like when I want to release something. like I'm trying to explain this, but it's like I don't want to like talk about sex and stuff or be like vulgar or whatever. But I have to like explain it because it's like because of something that happened to me that just happened to me. But it's like, yeah, I mean, like, at the end of the day, they're like exposing themselves as rapists, and they think, like, because of my past and stuff, and because, like, at the end of the day, I am a little bit lonely, but like, I hate saying that because it's like don't want, I don't want to talk to anybody. I especially don't want to talk to anybody here because nobody here, like, even cares about me, and I don't care about them. And like I said, like if they're gonna say things like, they want to rape me and shit, then they need to hear it too. They fucking deserve to hear it too. And really like the only reason why like it bothers me, but the only reason why it kind of doesn't bother me is because I know their parents are gonna have to deal with their fucking sons being rapists, basically. And I get to laugh at them and fucking be like, haha, now you have to deal with this. Because like your sons are like whoever those two males are, they're basically like they're gonna end up raping somebody just because they think they're a slut and they can get their hands on them. But the only difference is that that person's probably gonna speak up, and that person is, or no, I take that back. That person is going to have a way to speak up. That person is going to like tell people like, hey, this happened to me. And of course, they're probably going to face the same thing that I face, which was, nobody believes them. Everybody's going to, slut shame them and fucking, victim blame. But, I mean, and they're probably going to continue their behavior. And, eventually, Eventually. That sounds so awful. But yeah, one day your kids are probably gonna end up going to jail for being rapists. And you're gonna have to deal with that because what kind of fucking parents raise such useless fucking pieces of shit who don't deserve to fucking live like anywhere? They're raising mini Brock Turners, basically. They're basically raising Brock Turners. So yeah, that's the only reason why it doesn't bother me as much is because in the future, you know, they're gonna end up in jail and their parents are gonna have to deal with it. And they're probably gonna sit up there and say, "Oh no, my son's a good boy." They're lying. They're all lying. They all have reputations. So maybe they deserved what they got. And that's how you're gonna look. That's how you're gonna look. And nobody's gonna fucking like you. Like that's the only reason why it makes me feel better. Why I don't feel so bad. But I'm gonna go. Thanks.